People keep changing their workout split because they think it's wrong. And that's exactly what's killing their progress. All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a workout split that you can adjust without starting over. Let's get straight into it. All right, so the first thing that we're going to talk about to build your workout plan is going to be the anchor. All right, so you see all these workout splits online. You might see the Arnold split. You might see push-pull legs. You might see the workout split that hits like the whole front of your body and the whole back of your body in different days. But in this video specifically, we're going to start off by building a base, because you need a base. In everything in life, you need a base. You can't build a tower without a strong base. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is talk about the base in this video. All right, so the base is going to be a push-pull leg split. All right, the base is going to be push-pull legs. I know you're tired of hearing this, but you got to get this dialed in. Push-pull legs is going to be the base. All right. Obviously, you can kind of customize it based off your time, and we're going to get more into that later based on how much time you have. So if you're really low on time, I'm still going to give you a great workout split for that. But specifically, we're going to be following a push-pull leg split as the base. We're going to have this as the anchor. All right, push-pull leg. So push day is going to be the day that hits your chest, your shoulders, your triceps. Pull day is going to be the day that hits your back, your biceps, your lats, all that. Leg day is going to be the day that hits basically all the leg muscles. All right. So, of course, this is so basic. Anyone can do this, right? If you have 3 days, you can consistently do this. But this is not going to be the whole video, because I have a lot more stuff that we're going to be diving more deeper into in just a little bit. That's going to really help you get your workout plan dialed in. All right, but right now, you just want to focus on a push-pull leg split. All right. The reason why you need this as a base is because it's just so good for like balance, right? It hits all the muscle groups that you need, and it's like just so good for recovery too. I mean, you get 4 days of recovery if you follow a split like this. And before we get to the next part, I'm going to kind of build a little example on the side right here, just so we can kind of gradually get into things. So let's just add example. And basically what this is going to be is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is what we're going to have so far. So this is going to be kind of like the base, right? The base. And we're just going to kind of keep adding to this. Okay, so push, pull, legs. This is all we got so far. But we're going to add to this later on, so we can really build you a good workout plan. All right, so that's the base. Now we're going to be getting into the weak points. All right, your body's, your physique's weak points. There might be certain times, certain seasons in your workout journey where you're just lacking in certain areas, right? So for example, you might have like a big chest, you might have big shoulders, you might have a big back, but you have like some skinny arms, right? So if that's the case for you, you want to start hitting your arms more. All right, so that's basically what we're getting at with the weak points. All right, so we're gonna write WP, short for weak points. So let's say you're doing push-pull legs consistently. Like I said, you already have a big chest, big shoulders, big back, but you have like the smallest arms. What you would do in this situation is you would hit arms more, right? So maybe you want to have a day dedicated to just arms, like a full arm day, right? If you're already following the push-pull leg split. All right, or maybe you lacking like in the chest. Like me, I lack in the chest a little bit more than all the other areas, right? So let's say I'm trying to build a bigger chest. So what I would do is I would hit my typical push-pull legs, and maybe I would add an extra day. So maybe we add a Saturday and we hit chest that day. Or what you could do is you could hit like chest on Friday with your legs, because you're hitting your legs, your chest is not working out. You might as well hit the chest too while you're at it. And then you don't have to spend an extra day just working out. So for people who are really lacking on time, this is what I recommend you do. So maybe instead you do legs plus chest, right? And now you're hitting push-pull legs plus chest, and you're going to get more hypertrophy in the chest area, which is going to allow you to build a bigger chest. All right, so you see where I'm basically getting at here. So basically for weak points, have a day dedicated for weak points. Okay? Now we're going to be talking about the timing. So let's say you're a very busy individual, or maybe let's say you're not a very busy individual. So now I'm going to give you guys some extra plans or extra ideas for people like you. So let's say you're just a very busy individual, right? you don't have time to hit the gym, right? You just don't have time. You might have like one day or maybe 2 days out of the week, maybe 3 if you're lucky, right? Then of course this wouldn't work for you, right? This right here wouldn't work for you. So you have to probably adjust this. So what I recommend you do is if you're really low on time, you combine Monday and Wednesday together, right? So now you're gonna be hitting push and pull on the same day. So you're basically hitting the full upper body on the same day. Then on this extra day right here, so for example, Friday, you're gonna hit your legs and your weak point. So this is still gonna work. So you don't have to spend 3 to 4 days a week doing this. You can literally do 2 days. Now, of course, you're not gonna make as much gains as the person who's doing this, but you're still gonna make you're still gonna be hitting the muscle groups needed, of course. All right, so how you would start this if you were short on time and you're hitting all the muscle groups at once, or like not all the muscle groups at once, but let's say you're short on time and you're trying to combine push and pull together, find your weak point. So if you're weak in the back, start with your pull day. If you're weak in the chest, start with your push day. And of course, you want to start with the compound movements first. So you basically combine it. So you would hit like a chest, then you would hit back. You wouldn't go chest, shoulders, triceps, and then back biceps, right? Your muscles are going to be very fatigued. So if you were to combine this, start with pull-ups, right? So start with your back workout, or you start with your chest workout, all right? And then you kind of move down, okay? So for example, when I used to hit upper body, I used to do back first, then chest, then shoulders, triceps, then biceps. All right, so that's the order I did it in. For you, if you're lacking in the chest area a little more, you can start with the chest. So you can go chest, back, shoulders, triceps, biceps. All right. And then for the second day, you would do legs and then your weak point. All right. So this is if you're very low on time, really low on time. You only have 2 days out of the week to go. If you have one day, of course, you just do a full body workout. So you hit your push, pull, legs all on the same day. You wouldn't hit a weak point because you're already going to hit the weak point from that. But that's very unlikely that you only have one day to go to the gym. I mean, you had the whole weekend, so you should have at least 2. You know what I mean? Now, let's say you have a lot of time in the world. Like you enjoy going to the gym. You want to go to the gym all the time because it's just so fun. You just can't stop going to the gym, right? So then what you would do is you would actually combine these 3. So basically Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No, whoa. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be push, pull, legs plus your weak point, right? Then you take a rest day on Thursday, okay? And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you would hit push, pull, legs plus weak point. All right. And then the Monday, you take your rest day and you just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. If you just love going to the gym, you want to go to the gym all the time, you do a push, pull, legs plus weak point, and then you just do push, pull, leg plus weak point again. Because it's really good to do this. Because the way push, pull, legs is set up is really easy to just hit this like 2 times a week. I only hit it 1 time a week. But if you really just want to go to the gym all the time, you can hit it twice a week. All right. And that's going to be how to do the timing. So for timing, we're going to write customize it, customize to your liking. That's what we're going to write for the timing. So yeah, base, weak points, and timing. All right, now we're going to be talking about the recovery portion. All right, so basically for the recovery portion, if you want to make more gains, you should recover a lot more. All right, so for the people who are not going to the gym often at all, so like you're going once or twice a week, like I said earlier, this is going to be pretty easy for you. You're basically going to be recovering all the time. But for the people who are going to the gym a lot, I mean, it's going to be very hard to recover even with the rest day. So what you need to do is you need to have this stuff dialed in. All right, so for recovery, you want to get your sleep dialed in. I'm not trolling here. All right, get like 10 hours of sleep a night. Especially if you're going like 6 times a week, you need to be getting a lot of sleep. All right, sleeping is like where your body actually recovers. Okay, next, you want to do what I like to call, I don't really call it nothing, but it's like the sauna. You hop in the sauna and then you hop in the ice bath or hop in a cold shower. You do that a few times. That's going to be active recovery for you. All right, so active recovery, stuff that gets the blood flowing, but like it's not destroying your muscles. So you can do sauna plus ice bath back and forth a few times. You can alternate between them like 3 to 4 times a session. So you can do that on your rest days or your recovery days, or you can even do it right after your workout for maximum benefits. You can also do stuff like swimming. Swimming is great for this because it's relaxing on the muscles, on the joints, but it's gonna still be a workout because it's active recovery. All right. And you can also do cycling. So you can ride a bike and you're gonna get the same benefits. But I like to do swimming for my active recovery. And I also like to do the sauna plus the ice bath. All right, I love those. I don't really bike too much. All right. And then you need to also have your diet, nutrition dialed in. So you need to make sure you're getting a lot of protein, eat a lot of carbs before your workout. And this is going to really help you maximize your gains. And if you really want to take it to the next level, you want to make sure you're eating clean. Okay. But we're not going to get into that in this video. All right. So if you want to dive more deeper into this, click top link in the description for my full Dark Knight guide. All right. This is going to allow you to build a body similar to Batman's. And that's what we're pushing for. All right. And now the final thing we're going to be talking about in this video is going to be the actual workout plan itself. Okay. So we have the example right here. And the goal is to hit push, pull, legs plus a weak point. All right, that's basically the recap of this video. Push, pull, legs plus a weak point. Okay, so what you can do is you can hit on Saturday, right? Or you can hit it right after your leg workout. Me personally, I like doing it just right after my leg workout, so I don't have to have an extra day for the gym if I don't have to. All right, and then on these rest days, so Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, you want to be doing some sort of active recovery. All right. So on Tuesday, you can swim. Thursday, you can hop in the sauna. Saturday, you can go biking or cycling. Sunday, you can just like take a nap. Sunday, you can just chill in your house all day and get some sunlight, and maybe hop in this cycle for a little bit. That's what I do on my Sundays. I don't really do nothing on Sundays, to be honest with you. I kind of just lay down all day. But for you guys, if you're trying to take it to the next level, of course, you should do active recovery on Sundays too. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, just focus on active recovery. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, focus on just maxing out your gains in the gym. All right. So if you found this video valuable, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys can never miss an upload. I plan to post every single week. So one time a week I post. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And comment down below how much days in the gym do you go a week. All right. So if you go 2 times a week, comment 2. If you go 3 times a week, comment 3. I'm curious. I'll see you in the next one.